You're not the same person I fell in love with. A narcissist will actually use that line to justify how they are treating you. And if you're new here, I have narcissistic personality disorder. So one of the biggest struggles I felt like I had with my wife when talking to my therapist is the fact that like she had changed from the person I had met in the beginning. In the beginning, she was like this bright person, loving, happy, kind, funny. You know what I mean? Just her. And over time, she changed. She stopped being so loving, stopped being so kind, stopped being so funny. And I was just like, why are you not the same person I fell in love with? And I would treat her differently because of that. But through therapy, I realized why she was not like that. Because of me, because of how I was treating her and how I was coming off at her. Me being a narcissist had caused her to start to lose who she was. And me being unaware of what I was doing and who I was caused me to actually care less about her because she was different, not realizing that I was the issue. Sometimes we have to admit that we are the issue. Go to therapy. Stop extinguishing people's lights. Hope this helps. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware narcissist Lee Hammock, the diagnosed narcissist from TikTok that uses his platform, to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, and also in the process get more people into therapy. Therapy works. I've been in therapy for 4 years, and also validate the victims and survivors of, the personality disorder that comes along with it. This series is dedicated to just taking my TikToks and YouTube shorts and making them longer. They are 60 seconds over there. They're going to be longer here. The one you just watched was about, when a narcissist says, it's a personal story I've told, where a narcissist says, like, you're not the same person I met. You're not the same person that I fell in love with. You're somebody completely different. Like, we're not, we're not compatible anymore. And they use that excuse right there as justification to treat you badly, as justification to put you in the position that you're in right now, as justification for stepping outside the relationship, for yelling and screaming at you, for not being as loving and caring as they were in the beginning of the relationship. They will look at you directly into your face and say, hey, you're not the same person that I met. You're not the same person you used to be. And and a lot of times in that situation, it's true. But what narcissists don't realize is what I didn't realize before I was diagnosed and in therapy was the fact that she acted differently because I treated her differently. Your kids are acting differently because you treat them differently. Your friends are acting differently because you treat them differently, and things like that. And that's the one thing that my therapist has helped me out with a lot is, my therapist, I've been in therapy since October of 2017, so it's been almost 4 years. You know what I mean? So one thing my therapist has helped me with a lot is just to realize that, my therapist just keeps it to me straight. She gives it to me straight. There's no chaser. There's no nothing. And that's the only way. I feel like that's the only way within discretion, use discretion. The only way that you can really talk to a narcissist is by doing that right there. Is by literally giving it to them straight. My therapist looked me in my face and I told her, I was like, she's like, what do you feel like is your biggest problem in your relationship? And I would tell her, I was like, look, my wife is not the same person I fell in love with. Like, she's completely different. Like, she's off. Like, she's not fun anymore. She used to be funny. I love funny women. She used to be so funny. We used to joke around a lot. But now she's just completely different. She's when we go out, she's better. She's funny. She's friendly and stuff like that. But when we come home, she's a completely different person. And I don't like that. So I treat her differently. And then she's like, well, it makes sense that she acts differently because you treat her differently. Like she feels stifled around you. She feels like she can't speak her words around you. She feels like her opinion doesn't matter around you. Like, she can't be right around you and things like that. And that's the only way. That's how you have to talk to me. You can't. You can't talk to me in a circular conversation. You can't try to manipulate me. You have to give it to me straightforward, like straight to the point. Like I tell people, if you're talking to a narcissist, straight to the point. It works with me. I don't know if it works with your person. Everybody's different, but that's how communication works with me. When you bring it straight to the point. When you get rid of the issues or in the middle, there's no middleman. Straight to the point. And she told me that, and therapy doesn't work on everybody out, but therapy works on me because my mind has been open because I've been years and years of personal development through Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, those type of people, Tom Bilyeu, David Goggins, all these type of people, Jesse Eisner. Dr. Joe Dispenza, all of these people have been pouring knowledge into me, and I've learned everything is not criticism, even to a narcissist. And my therapist said that, like, you have to realize to communicate better with your wife, you have to, and your family, your brothers, your sons, your mom, the way you have to communicate better, you have to realize that everything towards you is not criticism. When somebody disagrees with you, it doesn't mean that they are trying to argue with you. It just means that they are in disagreement. It doesn't make them wrong. It doesn't make them a worse person. It just means that y'all don't agree on this certain thing. You know, and for hearing that as a narcissist, you don't particularly like to hear that type of stuff. Like me, I still don't like to hear that type of stuff. I don't like me. I like when people have differing opinions and things like that. But to a certain point, I'm just like, man, some people you just wrong. With certain things out there in the world right now, you're just completely wrong. But I have to be like, for me to communicate better with my wife, for us to make it have some semblance of sanity to make it work in our relationship, I had to be able to listen to her and make her not feel like she was walking on eggshells. Like we have to be able to have those, those tough conversations where she's able to voice her opinion. I'm able to listen correctly, and we're able to have a conversation. I'm able to voice my opinion. She's able to listen. That communication works both ways. So I'm able to listen and she's able to listen as well. So we have to work on each other. It's just not me working on myself. She's working on herself. We're working on each other and we come together as a unit. You know what I mean? So that's what therapy has helped me with. Just being able to communicate better, being able to voice and being able to listen better, like listen and not attack. Because I'm on attack, y'all. Being a narcissist, I know if you are dating a narcissist, you married to a narcissist, if your mom or dad is a narcissist, one of your brothers or sisters is a narcissist, your friends are narcissists, it's hard to voice your opinion around somebody like us. It just is. It's hard to have a different opinion. It's hard to one-up us. Because we always got to be better than you in some way, shape, or form. So I know it's the tough thing to deal with and the tough thing to process, but once you get to the point where you can process that and you can live authentically, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Like, I want to, the goal of my channel has always been to reach more narcissistic people. Like, literally, when I first go back to my first TikTok, May 19th, 2020, when I said that, I was like, I want to get more men. I want to focus on men's mental health. And it just kind of exploded into what it is now. 1.1 million people follow me on TikTok. You know what I mean? It just, it exploded to the point it is now because, it's just so much bigger than just men's mental health. It's women's mental health. It's men's mental health. It's narcissism. It's psychology. It's people being more open. Because I've never wanted to be the harbinger of breakups. I literally just want more people to live healthy relationships. And the people to stop manipulating and lying and having people waste years and years of their life for them to leave for somebody else. So communication issues are big with narcissistic people. And if you don't feel like your voice will ever be heard because that person is not listening, of course, when you threaten to leave them, they're going to listen for a little while. They might listen for a little while. They might change for a little while because they don't want you to leave them. But eventually it goes back to all the same. The same patterns pick back up. The same things start to happen. And you know it's happening. You know it's coming. You know what you're in for. So sometimes you have to, sometimes you have to take a step back, realize what's going on, and take a deep breath. Because narcissistic people, we are about us first. How it affects us first, and then the world kind of gets caught up in the orbit or the gravity of how whatever we're going through affects us. So I hope this video helps out a lot, y'all. Because I'm trying to, it's on a healing journey. We are on a healing journey for real, seriously, and things of that nature. So I truly appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm truly thankful for every single one of y'all. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're helping with changing the world, y'all. Over 1 million people know who we are now. Mental illness, the journey continues. Thankful for y'all. I'm blessed, and peace.